It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Brooklyn Nets in this one as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. For Chicago, they seem to be tapping into their full potential more and more as the season moves along. I think lately we're seeing a more accurate picture of who this team really is than we saw in the early part of the season. And before we tip off, I just need to ask Shaq, when you think back to great teammates, what are the qualities that make a great teammate?
Well, you want to play the guys who care as much about the game as you do, a guy who puts the team first, a guy who gets you involved, a guy who has the same dreams and aspirations that you have about the game.
Well, that name sounds like Kobe Bryant to me that you were talking about.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls get ready to take the hardwood here at the United Center. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
I think everyone who saw that game would just have to agree it was about what they could do defensively in terms of winning.
And I thought the activity was tremendous all over the court defensively, and that kind of hustle. Going to pay off for you, and it also is going to keep your coach happy.
And it's Chicago to start out, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Young. Then there's Hill. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Moore in at the 2 spot.
And that's an aggressive play to try to get the rebound. Just a little too aggressive.
And unnecessary. That's over the top. That's doing too much, Greg. He wasn't in good position there, and he was never going to get the ball. He just wasted a foul.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And he dunks it down.
Big time finish. Emphatic.
He hangs on the rim, too, just for good measure.
Yeah, but guys, nothing wrong with a little bit of showboating every now and then.
Hill dishes to Moore. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Lopez kicks to Moore. It's deflected. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Calderon passes to Portis. The shot by Butler, nobody around. That doesn't go either for Butler. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Frank Vogel and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
Thanks again, Doris.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Moore against Calderon. Shot clock at 6. And Moore kicks to Hill. They get the rebound. The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Calderon with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Calderon, no good.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Lopez a screen. Hill dishes to Lopez. To the left side wing. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And he banks in the layup. Lopez has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
For 3, Calderon. But they recover it. Portis, the pass to Calderon. From deep, an absolute bomb from 3-point range. Calderon's got 5 now.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
To the paint, Moore. Can't connect from short range. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
The defense just gets caught standing around. That's
much more effort than that on the glass.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Gortat has come in for Brook Lopez. And Henson subbed in for Thaddeus Young.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Doubled by Henson. Calderon kicks it to Noah. Gortat with the block.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going. Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Calderon. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Doubled by Calderon. No good from Moore.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And Monroe kicks to Green. Here's Calderon. Excellent D there from Hill. The Nets with the lead. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, but I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher. There's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Moore's got 5.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the quality of that three-point shot attempt right there. Going at it the way they did, but it all worked out for them.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Calderon. And Monroe kicks to Calderon. Pass to Noah. To the left wing. Back to Calderon. Got it off in time. That misses. Would have counted had it. And we heard from John Henson before the game, a player on the rise. He feels he still has.
Defensively, offensively, I think I'm better offensively than people give me credit for, and I'm stronger than I look. And that's.
Well, it sounds like he still feels like he has something to prove, Greg. As for Chicago, Greg Monroe. He's checked in for Noah. D comes in for Cannon. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Patrick Beverly. The Nets also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Miles Plumlee. Gortat has come in for Lavoy Allen. Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Ejuan Moore. Setting the floor for the Nets. Hill is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Gortat, and it's Young, and it's Lopez, and at the 5 down low.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
And the Bulls making a change here. Graham's checked in.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Doubled by Calderon. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Thaddeus Young. Averaging about 15 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. He has been terrific throughout, putting up some huge numbers offensively.
Yeah, you know, you just plug him in. He's a flat-out scoring machine. When you plug him up, let him go. He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
The try by Hill on the money from 12 feet away. Hill's got 4 this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Dishes it to Monroe. Young with the steal. Gortat with the ball. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and he also did a great job on the backboards, Kev, and that also was a factor.
Calderon for 3. Can't hit. Good defensive work there by Young.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Gortat with the steal. And here again, the Nets in transition. Oh!
punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Down low, here's Hollis Jefferson, rejected by Monroe. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Nets leading by 10. Passes to Hollis Jefferson. And there's the pass. Gortat's got his second bucket. And here's Calderon. And no good trying to get that one. And we've reached.
Well, you certainly have some ground to make up in the second half of this game. Where do you guys need to improve as a team?
I don't think we're matching their level of hustle right now. They're putting out a lot of effort several times each possession. And that's something we need to mimic if we want to climb back in it.
We'll look forward to watching. Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback.
Well, D in this one, 13 points, and the three-pointers have been dropping for him. He's got 3 of them.
And you know what, Clark? If you continue to shoot the way he is, he may have to become more of an integral part of their offensive scheme. And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
And for the Nets, we've got Young, George Hill out there with Etuan Moore. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 3 spot. And for Chicago, Bulls trail by 17. Now Calderon, 13 points in the game. No good, and tight defense there bothered that shot.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Lopez with the steal. He's all alone. Here's Hollis Jefferson. The fast break ends at the rim.